Hey, what's up, my friends? I make predictions about world events. You might see unfold in the news around the world. Still kind of pressing into this one. This one's pretty fresh. Picked this up the last week or so. Thought I was picking up possible controversial incidents or conflict, possibly taking place at like a community center. Or I thought I was picking up specifically an aquatic center, a swimming pool, or some type of indoor-outdoor swimming pool. Again, some type of controversial incidents, conflict, controversial enough could possibly get a bit of attention on social media and in the news. At the center of this conflict, not exactly sure what will transpire, but I was picking up a young African American male, possibly teens or early 20s, so in general around that age. Just, really stretching my intuition here, getting pretty specific with this. That's how you grow and get better. Thought I was picking up the name Jeremiah. My notes here. Jeremiah, that name just kind of a name I've been picking up recently. Possibly it correlates to this conflict, which could take place at a community center or swimming pool. Jeremiah, really stretched my intuition here. I thought I was also getting the name Jackson. So it could be Jeremiah Jackson, JJ. The last name I'm not overly attached to. The clarity I think is a bit higher for that first name, Jeremy. A few other names I've written down here. Jeremy, Aaron, Jessica, a few other names, but the Jeremy is the one I'm really kind of honing in for this one. So Jeremy, possibly Jeremy Jackson. Young man, possibly young, dark-skinned male. Again, and this conflict could occur at this community center with a swimming pool. It's possible one element of this, there could be some type of racial element, racial profiling, racial injustice. I don't really know what exactly would spark this conflict or fight, or what exactly will transpire. I haven't really gotten any details for this one. Again, just pressed into this one last week or so. Some of these predictions I've pressed into for 6 months or a year or something more. From about a week into this one. Jeremy at a swimming pool. Again, stretch my intuition here. This could possibly occur in the state of Kentucky. It's one just kind of geographical area on my radar. Of course, this could occur elsewhere. But Kentucky, possibly a swimming pool, aquatic center, community center, possibly in Kentucky. Young man, possibly young dark-skinned man named Jeremy. Some type of conflict, some type of incidents. Again, possibly it could be profiling, it could be a fight breaks out, something gets said that is, pretty controversial. The exact incident, I'm not quite sure. I just, like, what I was picking up on, like this scene that was almost playing out was like a young African-American male seeming really offended, walking out of a pool center, just looking very flustered, like something occurred that offended him or got in a fight or something, and then another older man, plus an older Caucasian man, walking out and also looking very frustrated. So what could transpire? My mind goes to a fight. Some words said that are probably not be said. But in general, yeah, the aquatic center, community center, possibly in Kentucky, young dark-skinned man, young dark-skinned male. Possibly named Jeremy. The name's definitely, clarity seems to really kind of hone it in on Jeremy. So, yeah, I think that's all I have for this one, my friends. Still very fresh. Pressing into this one. I get the downloads I get and kind of put the pieces together as best I can. If I get more updates, I'll be sure to update video for this one. It is worth noting because this is kind of a study in predictions. I'm filming this August 21st, I believe. Sometimes I'll say that and I put it out a week later because I'll edit it, try to make the video look nice. But I think this one I should be able to get out today, so August 21st. Again, if I get any more updates, I'll be sure to update video. If indeed this message have been sent, which clarity for this one, it seems a bit higher. Always possible to miss, but I don't know. This one could find the mark. So So as my friends, please just be praying against hate, regardless of a person's skin tone, gender, political affiliation. Please just be praying against hate, my friends. Against hate, against conflict, against the anger that leads to these, these fights and incidents. Yeah. All right, my friends. Thank you for listening. Be safe. Be safe, my friends. And I'll see you in the next video.